So I got Brandon Aiyuk in trouble. He went on a local podcaster's YouTube channel out of the goodness of his heart. He is not a self-promoter. He wasn't trying to be on Bussin' with the Boys or some national podcast. It's just a local guy asked him, would you talk? Brandon Aiyuk said, absolutely. He's a nice guy. And he said something that, I felt was, a little out there, a little inappropriate. And I felt that it was a reflection of Kyle Shanahan's culture. It wasn't Brandon Aiyuk speaking on his own. I told you what he said. He said that essentially wasn't sure if the Eagles' defense was so good. Anyway, I put it out there. Eagles fans saw it. They went crazy with it. And they've been letting Brandon Aiyuk have it all day. Brandon Aiyuk responded to me on Twitter. Here's what he tweeted. He said, "Come on, bruh." Smiley emoji. I can't be mad at you. You're good at what you're trying to do. But now I gotta hear their mouth all day in my mentions. You can't help us out at least sometimes? I gotta give it to Brandon Aiyuk. He took it in a really good spirit. He could have flipped out on me. Other players have in the past. But he took it with a laugh. Kind of like how Jimmy Ward would. So, I told him I owe him one. I would absolutely love to help the 49ers out sometimes. That's why I'm quality control, to help. But the season's over. There's not that much I can do. What I want to do is give Brandon Aiyuk his props. What I love about Brandon Aiyuk is he's a wide receiver and he's not a diva. He's not a self-promoter at all. He's not trying to get commercials. He doesn't seem to have a brand manager. He doesn't complain about targets. He does all the dirty work, all the blocking. Meanwhile, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, these two guys are celebrities. Brandon Aiyuk has no desire to be a celebrity. At least that's the way it seems. And the byproduct of that is no one gives him any credit. Everyone always talks about Kittle, McCaffrey, Deebo. But really, Brandon Aiyuk has been the 49ers' most consistent weapon since he came on the team. He led the team in receiving as a rookie. In the last 2 years, he's missed a grand total of 0 games. And when quarterbacks have thrown the ball to him the last 2 seasons, even though he's been in the doghouse in and out, quarterback rating above 115. The least heralded wide receiver in the league. Very soft-spoken guy. Doesn't it seem to you like the Niners aren't going to keep him long-term? They've paid everyone. How could they afford Brandon Aiyuk? Well, this feels like DeForest Buckner all over again. If they trade Brandon Aiyuk in a year, that will be the worst decision they've made since they traded DeForest Buckner. Brandon Aiyuk is the quintessential pro. He shows up for every game, every practice. He sticks up for his teammates. If he feels Fred Warner's crossing the line in practice, he'll fight Fred Warner. Not just for himself, but for the offense. How many people in the offense do that? Aiyuk takes ownership of it. Aiyuk's a real leader. And I'm not just saying this because he tweeted at me today. I admire Brandon Aiyuk. He's a very mature, salty, staunch young man who acts like an old man, if you know what I mean. So salute Brandon Aiyuk. I hope he's the kind of guy that would take this loss from the Eagles and let it fuel him and push him to new heights. I wish the rest of the Niners would do that too, because that's what it's going to take. They should take this loss to the Eagles as a slap in the face and come back and have the best season of their careers next year. I think they can do it. If I was the head coach, I'd get it out of them, but I'm just quality control, doing what I can for the city.